It's a new instrument I've invented. Hasn't got a name yet, but it doesn't need one yet. It's basically because obviously I got a new guitar, you know, for my birthday. Well, it wasn't a new guitar, but it was new in my house. It became mine. I played it for a long while, but it belonged to my granddad. Now it belongs to me. And this was the guitar I had before it, which is crap. So I decided to change it. So it's no longer a guitar. Because what I've done is there's a piece of foam under all 6 strings, and then there's a piece of foam under just the middle 4 strings, right? Which creates a different sound. So it's no longer really a guitar. It's my custom instrument. Doesn't sound very good, but I'm still going to use it in things because I can. So, hello people, to welcome, I'd like to welcome you all to weekly update number 20, big tour, 15th of May. May, yes. 15th of May, 2021, yeah. Blah. So, what are we gonna doing today? What are we gonna be doing today, kids? Well, of course, you're starting out what I've been doing over the previous week. So, of course, college happened. Interesting thing which happened on, I think it was either Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Basically, right? So, obviously, I go to college on the bus, obviously. On the actual, like the bus, not a mini bus, not like a bus where people can pick me up specifically, but you know, I go to the bus stop and get on the bus and go there because I'm a big boy. So, basically, we were doing that, and then obviously we come back on the bus as well. Now, and the bus driver basically missed my stop, right? Now, normally what happens, and what should happen every time, when the bus driver misses your stop, is you tell them, and they just sort of immediately stop afterwards and let you off. That's what they all do, right? But this bus driver decided no. He decided that he was just going to go to the next stop and let me off there, which I didn't know where I was. So that was fun. So I basically got off. I did manage to find my way back. Obviously, I'm here doing the live stream, but it took a bit longer. I mean, the only way I even managed to find my way back is I just memorized everything where we were going, so I could actually find my way back. But yeah, I mean, I could have been like, can you imagine if I was like a blind person or something? Be done at that point, wouldn't I? So it's annoying, because I mean that's just not what you're meant to do. You're meant to just stop and let them off. Because he said like, oh, it's not safe to stop here. Well, I mean, why is it safe to stop at the bus stop? I mean, the only difference between the bus stop and where he could have just let me off and is supposed to, is just the bus stop has the yellow lines. You know, it has like a yellow box painted on the ground. That's the only difference. It's just as dangerous stopping at the bus stop as it is stopping everywhere else. So you might as well stop just after and let me off. That is your job. Your job is to let people on and off the bus, and you are failing your job. I mean, how stupid is that? I just need to clear my glasses. I apologize. So that was annoying. And then on Thursday, went to the place again where we went last week. Not gonna say it, obviously, because that'd be silly. But went there again. Instead of raking leaves like we did last time, instead, what did we do? Instead, we were sweeping leaves. So instead of raking leaves, we were sweeping leaves. And basically, something rather interesting, not very funny, but interesting, happened. An event occurred, you could say. Well, basically, we were having a bit of a rest from sweeping up all these leaves. And basically, we sat on this fence, right? But there was this, a part of the fence, obviously the bit where the nails attached it to the other bits of the fence had obviously rotten away. So one of our teachers, one teacher at ETA, I don't even know if they have ETAs in college, I don't know if they're called that, but one of the assistants, I guess you could say, sat on it, and basically she fell off of it. And it wasn't a big fall, but it was a fall. It was, you know, above knee height, like hip height. She fell. and she was quite old as well. But she like, got up immediately and laughed and was fine. So that's very lucky. You know, like it's not very good advertising for the place, is it? I'm not gonna say the actual name. I'm just gonna make up a name. I have some Lipsil here, so Lipsil Woods. I'm gonna call it Lipsil Woods, where old ladies fall to their deaths from fences. Wouldn't be very good advertising, I don't think, for the wood if that happened. So they're very lucky that she lived, because wouldn't have been good, would it? But something pretty cool that happened recently is, of course, as some of you may well know, I've been experimenting with music, because basically I want to be an artist in all things. Basically, I want to try all different art. I want to, painting, drawing, filmmaking, sculpture, photography, and music. I want to do all of them, and I have just released on the old YouTube my first album, which is a kind of experimental. I mean, if you've seen my short films, it's basically those in audio form, and the very first link in the description of this video is it. The album's called Cogs, and the band, it's a one-man band. I wouldn't mind other people joining, but that ain't gonna happen. It's called Moid, which is the name of a character in Terrorhawks, which is a show made by the same people who made Thunderbirds, but a little bit later. I haven't actually seen any of Terrorhawks, but I've seen Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning reacting to an episode of Terrorhawks, which had Moid in it, and I thought, Moid, that's a cool name. So I took the name Moid, and it's now the name of my one-man band. So if you guys would like to go and listen to that, I'd appreciate it. Now, something interesting which has happened recently, which I realised, is I now have 80 subscribers, as you notice, in the last month. Well, it's like the weekly, not the, the monthly thing comes up. It says in the last 28 days, you've gained, and it's like 9 or something subscribers. Like I started like a month ago, I only had like 73, I think, subscribers, and I have 80. And the reason is, for some reason, one of my videos seems to have gone trending, and it very confused me. If you go to my most popular videos, the video I did, which is the Monty Python free speech sketch comparison video, which is basically, what it is I took a sketch from At Last the 1948 show, and they remade it when they did How to Irritate People. And I just showed one after the other, but for some reason YouTube has recommended it, it seems, so it has 16,000 views. I don't know, 16.9, so pretty much 17,000 views. And I don't know why. I don't get it. Like, why is it like, of all the videos YouTube could have recommended to people and gotten me views off of, they chose the one which I did in 2019, which had no effort put into it whatsoever. Like, why couldn't they just promote one of my short films or something? That's the thing. Like, I'm fine, yeah, sure, I've gained some subscribers from it. I wish it was monetized, to be entirely honest with you, because I mean 17,000 views would get me, I don't know how much, actually, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it would have got me something. It would have gotten me an amount of money, right? So that would have been cool, but as it happens, it didn't. And I got, I'm now up to 80 subscribers, which, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. But I just wish they'd, instead of promoting this thing, which I put no effort in, I would just wish they'd actually promoted one of my short films, something I actually put effort into. I'd appreciated that, but alas, it didn't happen. But it doesn't really matter. And then another interesting thing which happened this week, which I'm going to talk more about in this section, which is what I'm going to be doing for the following week, which is the first time anything has actually been said in that section, is basically, at Bradley Woods, I just named the place. Well, damn. Whatever, no one watches these. I don't care, to be honest. Stalk me. Beat the crap out of you, mates. Anyway, that's like a dangerous thing to do, isn't it? Whatever, I don't care. What are you guys gonna do? You guys are gonna do nothing. You're gonna do nothing, boys. Anyway, so they showed us a load of these things, which are bobbins, which they use to wind string up, to store string. And we got a load of them of all different sizes, all different shapes and sizes, boys. And they had a load of them, right? They had a huge bag of them, and they basically said to if you can make anything out of them, do. And I thought they'd be cool to make something, which I will tell you about in the next section, which I'll continue now. So now we're on to things I'm going to be doing for the following week. So I'm going to be making these things into a chess set, which I think is pretty cool. I've got, you know, the 32 pieces here, which I need, and they're all different sizes and shapes. Well, not all different sizes and shapes, obviously. This guy's going to be a pawn here, and what we're going to do to these is we're going to have a basically. I thought, because basically I'm going to keep the metal, because they have metal bits. I'm going to keep the metal visible, and for the pawns I'm going to have little ball bearings on top, not tiny ones, but ones which, you know, will make it look like they do. They're going to be a thing. And I thought, well, black and silver, that'll look cool, but white and silver, I don't think would look as good. And Mum wants to keep this red, so what we'll do is I'm going to have red and black. Instead of black and white, we're going to have black and red pieces. It's not going to be that red, it's going to be darker. More accurately, it'll be that kind of red, I imagine, which you can't really see. Can you see that? You can't really see that red, but it is red, that. So it's going to be that kind of shade of red. But of course I can't paint them yet because Mum she's got this thing called sugar soap. I don't know how sugar soap is, but apparently you use it to wash wood. And they've got bits of decomposed rubber band, which had the labels attached to them. So they still got some of that on, which we need to scrape off, and then we can clean them, and then we can start, you know, painting them and stuff, which is going to be cool. So I'm excited to do that. That's going to be good. So another thing I'm going to be doing for the following week is I'm going to be recording more music, obviously, coming up with more music, and then right now, cool things which happened, which cool thing which has happened. I don't know how lot now. Because I just want to show you something, which is the basically the album cover. So obviously we have the album cover of here. This is the album cover of the album which has been released, Cogs, as you can see. First link in the description. Go and listen to it. And then this is the this is going to be the next one. I've got part of one song of this recorded already, but I really like this. I really like, because what this is actually a photograph that I took of some roses, dead roses, which I have on the windowsill, hence the title here. And then overlaid on top of that, which when I took the picture, it was kind of blurry, but I liked it. It reminded me of if I get up one of these, the album cover for Pink Floyd's "Obscured by Clouds." Go to Google Images. Pink Floyd "Obscured by Clouds." You notice it looks very similar. Yeah, I think it looks quite similar to that, which I thought was pretty cool. But then on top of that image of the roses, I overlaid, because recently NASA took a picture of Jupiter in infrared, right, and it looks really cool. And what I did is I turned that into black and white, and then sort of tinted it blue, and then overlaid that on top of the picture that I took of the dead roses, and that produced this image here, which is really cool. I'll show you that, because I mean I could just sort of, I'll just open it if you don't mind me. Let's transition this. I'll just get it ready on my editing software, which is Macromedia Fireworks, which I only use because it's much easier to illegally download than Photoshop. I have no idea how many viruses I received attempting to get Photoshop, so I have to settle with this. So let's get on this. Open up the thing. Edit. Open recent. Okay, don't then just open summer. I don't know. pictures of Nathan's album covers, mine, Lloyd. Okay. So if I open this up, then I can actually show you the pieces which go into it. So of course this is the thing. So that's the actual picture. If I do this, not right. So that's the actual picture that I took of the roses, which is really blurry. And then I placed this picture, which is the picture of Jupiter, which this is what it originally. This is the actual picture that NASA took. I turned it into black and white, and then gave it blue, and then changed the blend mode to multiply, which overlays it on top of the picture of the roses. And there we are. That's how you make. And then you add the title. And that's how you make an album cover, boys. Don't save because it is saved. So there we are. So that's the album cover for my next album. So I hope you guys are. I could have had me up here the whole time, but too late, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, so that's that basically. That's which I think is pretty cool. So that's that. So that's everything. That's previous week and following week. Comment on current political events. Okay, so BBC News website. Yeah, Israel destroys. Yeah. Yep. Well, obviously, yeah. So there's all this stuff going on in Israel and Palestine. They're all having a fight. You know, I'm voting for Palestine because Palestine has been constantly sort of oppressed by Israel. So that's for you there, Israel, and that's for you there, Palestine. So I hope the Palestinians win this one because they deserve something good to come to them. Because I mean, have you seen that wall? Jesus Christ, Trump's wet dream. Moved on. We have yeah. Let's see what else we have. Santander customers unable to access accounts. Because that's newsworthy. How to get back in shape after the COVID lockdown. Pretty sure most people want to be gaining a little bit weight. Thank you very much. Most people are starving to death. You guys mental or something? It's hug time. Here are 5 ways to make it safer. Wear huge plastic bags over yourself. Cat jumps 5 stories to safety from burning building. See, now this is the kind of stuff I want to be going on in the news. I just realised I can use this now. Now that I have this set up, I can use this. Actually, I should be up here. I should be in this corner. There we are. So now I can actually show you what's going on over here. So cat jumps 5 stories to safety from burning building. And to safety, no one's injured in the fire, which is quickly contained. Oh, look at all that. That's nice. Okay, guess we can transition back from that then. That's that. Yeah, none of this is newsworthy. Jesus. Right, so let's check on the BBC News website. Sorry, that's the BBC News website now. BBC News YouTube channel. I think I got a John Cleese interview there. It's not that I don't like John Cleese interviews. I love John Cleese interviews. It's from 2 years ago. I've already seen it. Yeah, China's landed on Mars. There's no hope left for any of us, obviously. The building collapses live during a TV broadcast. Let's. Big explosion. Lovely. Yeah. Who isn't a fan of big old explosions? Ooh, yeah. Explosions. I can transition this. Got all these explosions, boys. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's that. Deep up, deal up, doodle up, doop bop. Dooba dooba deedly beep bap bap bap. Children and teacher killed in Russia school shooting. Obviously, the Russians are taking their cue from America. 10 people killed in 1971 Ballymurphy massacre by British troops were entirely innocent. Yeah, well, I mean, I get it, but like, surely this is news you should have been reporting on back in 1971. It seems that this is kind of irrelevant now. A Catholic priest who was helping the wounded and a mother of 8 children were among those killed. Well, I mean, the priest, sure, go ahead, but I mean, the mother? Why kill the mother and the other 8 people? Anyway, moving on. This is my worthy. What chicken, ketchup, and chlorine have in common? 2 of them smell nice, and the other one doesn't. So chicken and chlorine smell quite nice. I see. 2 of them are foods. 2 of them smell nice, and two of them taste bad. But they're all different. You get it? It's chicken and ketchup are food, right? Chicken and chlorine smell nice, and ketchup and chlorine taste bad. I'm a genius, boys. I'm a genius. Should pregnant women get the COVID vaccine? Yeah. Well, you know, it can double up as different kind of pill. Moving on. Dozens of schoolgirls killed in huge bomb attack at Afghan capital. Okay, well, stop killing each other then. Afghanistan. That's one of these countries where people need to leave it. It's annoying, isn't it? It's stupid. People are stupid. People are stupid. Well, that's the news. Talk about films I've been watching. Well, I only watched one film this week, which was After Hours from 1985. The only reason I watched it is because me being someone who watches a lot of films, I also watch a lot of sort of cinema YouTube channels which talk about films. And in some, these clips from films which I haven't seen a lot of the time, and one of the films they used a lot of clips from was After Hours, and I had seen it had Griffin Dunne in it, who was in American Werewolf in London, which is a great film. So I gave this film a watch, and it's really weird. It's directed by Martin Scorsese. It also has God, what's the woman's name? Can't remember the woman's name, but the woman who plays the mother in Beetlejuice and Home Alone, she's in it. Can't remember the woman's name. I can't remember her name. But it's a good film. It's weird, and I don't understand any of it, but it's really weird. It's basically just following a guy around who's having a really bad night. That's basically the entire plot. Is this guy's just having a really, really bad night, and we're following him around in real time, pretty much. That's it. For an hour and a half. I can't remember how long it is. I don't know. Okay, that much. But it's a good film, and it's funny in moments as well. So you guys should watch it. So let's talk about films I've been watching. Answer any questions that you might have for me. Well, again, there's no one. Once again, there's no one here, so I'm just going to end the live stream. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, comment, and subscribe, and bye.